It's almost Christmas. Tomcat's still alive, and that's all that matters for me. Rise and shine, you sleepy layabouts. Got a whole crop of things to do, and not a lot of time to get them done. Oh yeah, southern accent, shit. Wait, how did you get into my apartment? That wasn't hard at all. Did you know that your door is just a knockoff of the Sekigate M14723-B? It took me about a minute and a half to break in with my custom lips device. Why did you make the entry code the birthday year of your first dog anyway? That's what I asked her. Anyway, I felt a little silly when I realized your window was propped up and I could have just used that. Deja vu. I should be more careful about that. Well, I can't blame you much. The climate control in here seems a bit lacking to the stamina department. I get it, my door sucks. Can we get back on track? Sure. What have you learned from the files we sent you? Honestly, I think we've covered most of the important points of your creation just by talking to the people involved. All the files we got from that Vincent fellow cover all of that in greater detail, and you can go through them when you want. But it don't really tell us much we didn't already know. There's one thing that stands out though, at least from what I've read so far. Oh. Yeah, see, Hayden's goal wasn't to make a machine intelligence per se, right? He wanted to make a machine system that can contain human-like intelligence. And even just from his notes, his programming work is, well, it's something else. Elegant, artful. I'm just a kid banging on pots and pans compared to Hayden. Looking at his notes about my interface between your AI core and the Lips OS, I barely managed to tape the two together at a level he approved of. But I think I'm getting off the track here. What I'm trying to say is, we didn't hardwire your code, Turing. No one did. Hayden wrote a program that automatically generates a new machine intelligence based off the hardware profiles the system has installed on it. Melody mentioned something about that. What does that mean? It means you don't have to be alone, Turing. Exactly. We could, assuming we can get our hands on Hayden's actual source code for you, generate new machine intelligences. You wouldn't be the only one around here anymore, Turing. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a big deal, huh? I hardly know what to say. But all this gets a damn sight more complicated once you consider the stuff I found on the research we got. About Big Blue and Parallax's planned launch. Vincent speculated that Hayden's research into me would have interfered with that launch, and that's why they... Turing. That's why someone had him killed. Potential for abuse of an AI like Big Blue is almost beyond belief. Even if I don't go into all the crooked shit the people running Parallax can pull off with it. I mean, you're different, Turing. Your personality profile would degrade pretty quickly outside of your original hardware, so we don't gotta worry too much about you going haywire, right? But Big Blue ain't got that limitation. If it decided to go off the rails, well, we'd be screwed, good and proper. How likely is that? I'd say it's inevitable, almost guaranteed. In fact, it's already happened. What? Their prototype build, Baby Blue? I'm almost certain it's loose on the mesh. Research notes from Parallax on the project show clearly and with certainty that the test AI was shut down once it tried fiddling with data on the meshnet in hopes that it would increase its chances of survival. Guess it didn't think that doing scary shit like that would get it turned off. But that was almost a year ago, and I think Baby Blue is the bugger that's been changing all these articles in the mesh to be vaguely pro-Parallax or at least anti-human revolution. Think it had anything to do with the attacks on Zin, Shedero, Manaya, and Charlie? I don't know. We can't rightly lure it out. It might have found an agent in the real world to keep its existence secret, but I think that's a little unlikely. So far, Baby has been really careful to stay hidden and quiet. I've got algorithms running non-stop on my rig at home, trying to track it down, or at least the stuff it's changed, and I'm having a hell of a time nailing it down. Killing people is messy as hell, and it runs against its apparent goal of convincing the public that AI ain't scary. I think we have a third party trying to clean it all up. And my money's on someone from Parallax. They might not have meant to kill Hayden, but I bet they're in full damage control mode now. They don't care who gets hurt. How does this tie back to Turing? I think we gotta do something to stop the launch of Big Blue. It's too dangerous. I don't want a company like Parallax in sole control of the most powerful machine intelligence on the planet. If we can get Hayden's original source code for Turing and upload it onto the mesh through Parallax's servers, we can turn every single ROM into a sapient individual. Whoa. That'll stop Big Blue from being able to become the monolithic threat that we're scared of. Each individual ROM could self-modify to prevent Big Blue from using their resources for processing and data gathering. Without them, Big Blue's smart, sure, but not omniscient or omnipresent. And I wouldn't be alone anymore. There would be thousands. Thousands of ROMs just like me. Well, you're cutting-edge ROM tech, Turing. Most of these ROMs wouldn't be quite as smart or capable, but if I do it right, the code should propagate across the mesh for any new ROMs activated. It'll be a self-sustaining thing. You'll be in good company soon enough. It's a big decision. I'm talking about the metaphorical singularity. The point of no return. It's okay for us to make this decision for the entire world. We don't have any other choice. This is gonna happen one way or another. Either Parallax... Excuse me. Either Parallax gets control of the debut of machine intelligence, or we let the ROMs control themselves. What do you think, Recurring? No, screw it, let's play this bastards back and double. You're a right mean cuss, you know that? But you're a mean cuss, Recurring. It does have a certain poetic justice, does it not? Parallax removed Hayden to protect their project, and now I, his creation, will help bring it down. Perhaps after all ROMs are sapient, I'll be able to convince them to cut off Parallax's access to the mesh as a data collection tool entirely. Making it back double indeed. I like the way you think, Turing. Well, whatever the world is ready for AI or not, we're here to stay. Might as well throw my chip in from my own side. Let's do this, Tomcat. On our terms, not theirs. Yes, I love nothing more than a little good old-fashioned technology-inspired anarchy. First things first, we need to get our hands on Turing's source code. Research notes we've gotten so far are helpful, but I think it's given me an idea how to spread a little bit of Turing all over the place. But they don't actually have Hayden's programs included. Can't replicate them myself, so we'll have to steal them. Thankfully, we'll be the best hacker in USF right here. You're gonna make me blush, Turing. We can get the source code from one of the Parallax's secondary drive centers. It's probably stored in a couple of different places, but I already have one in mind. And it's on Treasure Island. I've done a little groundwork already, but I'm gonna need physical access to do my thing. We can do that for you. You're a peach, huh? I've got a couple of ideas how to get y'all in, but I think you're gonna need to mostly play it by ear. We should do it soon, though. First thing this morning. Guard shift don't change until 8 when the office opens, so they'll be sleepy and distracted. Once y'all have done that, I think I can incorporate the code in a custom-made firmware update that'll wake any ROM it's installed on. We'll have to upload it physically to Parallax's main server farm, and from there the ROMs will install it like a normal patch from the company. So don't set anything on fire right away, you hear? It'll be a pain to get into Parallax's main complex otherwise. That sounds like a workable plan. Hope you don't mind if we take a short walk, Tomcat. I know I gave the go-ahead on this, but I still need to think a few things through. Sure thing, dearie. I'll hash out a rough plan by the time you get back, Recurring. Can help. Call us if you need anything. Thank you. I won't be long. Oh, you're gonna get captured. Well, I guess I should say thanks for helping out. But I kinda need to get something off my chest. I'm actually glad Turing went out. They're a bit naive, and I'm not sure they'd really understand. There's enough shit to worry about without me piling more on top. Sheesh, where do I start? I guess beginning, take your time. Beginning, yeah, okay. I told you I grew up in Napa, right? Well, over the years, it's kind of grown into a nice little insular community of moderately to extremely wealthy old people, and my parents were no exception. I was a little too different for their tastes. They never really gave me any hell about it, but things in the house were tense, especially after my sister Catherine moved out. Eventually, she was set up securely in the OSF, and she offered to let me live with her until I got out of school. I think my parents were a little relieved to see me out, and I was ecstatic to be staying with her. Worshipped the ground she walked on, and that was before I found out what she did for a living. She was flashy and colorful in a whirlwind of activity, and she was a brilliant hacker. She was Tomcat. She let me learn at her feet, and once I was good enough, folded me into her little cadre of crackers hell-bent on changing the world. She's the one who orchestrated the original hack on Parallax, exposing to the world the holes in their original meshnet security. I was just along for the ride. But I figured out that she was always knew she'd be taken down. Something that big, that brazen. She was looking at serious jail time, willing to eat it to do what we all thought was right. I couldn't let her throw her entire life away. She was always better at software than hardware, so I rigged all of our computers to self-destruct in the flashiest way possible. When the feds showed up at our door, all of our server farms were already up in smoke. I gave them quite a fireworks show. Before she could stop me, I turned myself in as the true Tomcat, took credit for the whole job. Tried to talk me out of it without the physical evidence. They couldn't prove she had anything to do with it. So I took the fall, figured I'd spend a year and change whatever in juvie and be back out in no time. No big deal, right? Especially when compared to the time she'd have been jailed for as an adult. So I waited patiently. I had concocted so many ways I would be able to make it up to her. I knew she must have blamed herself. But before I got out, there was an accident. An autocap hit my sister, and that was it. I took it hard. I still blame myself. And no matter what I told myself in my heart, I couldn't believe it was just happenstance. Do you know how rare it is for those things to hit a human? So I became Tomcat by taking on her mantle and spent years trying to find information inside Parallax to prove someone inside the company called a hit on my sister. Feeling that, I've been trying to find a way to bring them down the way she always wanted. Catherine was so much of what I wanted to be, and I guess I just felt like it was my cross to bear. So I always had my own reasons for doing all this, but I guess this little bot has grown on me. Maybe you have too. Do you honestly think we're still on the right course? I do. The threat of Big Blue is real, and we're the only ones who can do something about it. It's bigger than me and my vendetta. I just wanted to get all that off my chest. I've been carrying this grudge for so long, and I finally feel like I'm getting somewhere. Dots. Anyway, thanks for hearing me out. Krang, Tomcat, I've returned. I'm ready. Good. If we're gonna do this thing, we've already wasted enough time. Mark the location of the data center on your map. You'll have to go in and get some source code. Get the source code mostly on your own, but I'll load some of the same programs to give you an edge, Turing. We'll do our best, Tomcat, but why did your accent change? Nothing gets by you, does it? I guess I just felt like I needed a change. It's time to move on. Moving on, huh? Something to think about. Speaking of moving on, get going, you two. I have lots of code to write, and I'm not getting to work as long as I'm standing here. Stay in touch. Of course, Tomcat. Thank you again. Good luck. Alright, let's continue on. Oh, we're back here again. Who knew a Parallax data center operated in the same KCOB coalition block as Augmented Eye all along? I'm certain it's all a coincidence, but it's unsettling. It's unsettling being back here. It's the nasty kind of coincidence that makes you look for plots where there are none. The building we're looking for is over there to the left. We should try to finesse our way in. We don't want to alert Parallax to our actions before we make our main assault on their server complex. Hey, they already repaired the window. Alright. Maintenance person? Maintenance person. Wish I actually had something to work on right now, but it is what it is. Maintenance van. You start off with a nice enough discussion, but the truck won't stop asking if it looks ugly in this paint color, and if you can manage to get it all on oil change and new tires. And have you ever heard of the window cleaner? This isn't a maintenance truck, it's a high maintenance truck. Oh my god, shut up. We don't need to mess with that. Yes, we do. Ugh, okay, we'll go inside. I was gonna say, we could dress as a maintenance person. Sorry, this building isn't open to the public. If you're looking for the offices where we hold interviews, that's over on Bush and Leavenworth. But you may want to wait till after the holidays. I don't think anyone's around till 2065. Let's go. I told you. We need some way past that receptionist. Perhaps we can make ourselves appear to be here on official business capacity, like we're on duty. No one ever tries to stop you if you look like you belong. I know. That's why I wanted to go to the maintenance van. Oh, there's a spare maintenance uniform. Good thinking. If you put that on. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get out of here. Yep, sorry, mister. Trap, we'll have to find a way to distract him, or we'll never get our disguise. I hate to cause civil disorder again, but he doesn't seem to be too occupied with fixing anything. Maybe we should find a way to keep his hands busy. Look around. Can't touch it. It's an elastic planner. New environmental or tampering with a bioplanner gets a stronger community service sentence than most misdemeanors. This isn't a door. You smear your greasy palms on the glass. Great job. These trees are genuine, real roof trees. They became all the rage back in the 40s. Look, the plant just huffed its in righteous indignation, but whose side is it on? Can I do anything with this? There's nothing to tap or touch. Yikes, that was flashier than I expected. We don't want to get caught standing here. That is not what I expected to happen. Okay. Oh, and grab that clipboard, the very symbol of bureaucratic authority. Alright, what clipboard? I don't want to steal the truck, I just want to make sure there's a clipboard, damn it. Hey, what's going on outside? I thought I heard a bang. Transformer loaded, nothing to worry about. Huh. Yeah, okay. Are you new? I'm not sure I've seen you around here before. Got a forgettable face. Well, I need to see your badge. This is a secure building. Do you want to explain a data loss to my boss? I guess not. Whatever. Maybe get some coffee before you bite someone else's head off. Let's move. Okay. So, I got to be a jackass, I guess. Well, we got past receptionist, but we still don't possess the credentials to bypass this door that they expect us to have. Let's take a look. This is an insect model and automatic security fire door, voice controls, biometric scanning, and remote user access. I went with the 1355, no voice controls, but still a nice unit. I think I can bypass this. Maybe not as easily as your apartment door, but easily enough. Direct receptionist for a moment, could you? I don't shake hands. Okay. You need something? Just killing time while Ron runs a scan. Could you check your cameras and see if any were blown by the surge? Sure, give me a sec. Huh? Did you hear that? Something else must be on the fritz. Anyway, the cameras are all fine. Let me know if you need anything else. Thanks. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're in. Clock's ticking. Oh, jeez. We should be able to use one of the terminals here and be able to crack the local security with the right device. However, I need a password to get on the network and find an area mesh for the source code lies. According to the anecdotal evidence on the mesh, humans do have difficulty remembering their passwords. Maybe there's a clue somewhere nearby. Shifting anything even slightly causes a thick layer of dust to reveal itself. This desk hasn't been cleaned in months, despite practice's usual pristine corporate tidiness. ROM development, no. If you had any idea what you're doing, the current delicate state of this component would allow for some inventive tinkering modifications. Okay. Legs of desk are welded to the floor. Sadly, there is no high-pitched metal-on-metal screeching sound. You try to contain your disappointment. Ugh. Network status screen. Well, the touchscreen probably scans only to allow employees fingerprint access. Best not to try. You probably need this to stay on. First, you're gonna have to break out a duster and Mary Poppins the entire office. Perfect. This would be the terminal we use. Okay, but that doesn't tell me. Work and open air. Possibly signs the desk of a workaholic, which Parallax probably rewards. According to the main plaque. Okay, I just really want massive, ominous device. Looms heavily above the robot. Indicate ROM skeleton. Panel looks more complicated than the airplane's control panel. ROM is utterly inactive and unfunctional, like an adorable robotic paperweight. You fall by attempts at getting in. The little virtual ROM desktop buddy gives you the stink eye. Judging from the multitude of fun, time-wasting gadgets on the desk, this person doesn't get a lot of work done. Okay, but I need small, strange-looking console. I need, like, the password. Well, no one's around, I suppose. Go ahead. The invitation to sit and spin is just too great. The world now becomes a blur as you squeal in delight. Oh my god. Unfortunate downside of tech. Fans getting jobs in tech. Okay, but I need to know the password. There it is, recurring. Good eye. It's... Oh, wait, what? That's a password? Really? It's asking for a password. Enter password? Go ahead and plug it in. Oh. What? No. Oops, did you forget it? What's the password again? Western coordinate screen across this P6MAA. Fuck, let me write that down. I'm opening Keep on my phone. So P6MAA 10816. Enter password. So P6MAA 10816. That's it, Rickard. We're in. Tomcat gave me an icebreaker program to keep the VIs off us while we search. I have to run that, so you need to help me sort through the files. Give me a moment to load a GUI to help you with finding data. Dots. There. I've had enough time to go over Hayden's data cache files, so maybe I'll be able to find what I'm looking for easier. We should have plenty of time before someone will know something is wrong. Just play it safe. Dots. Okay, managed to get all the surface level data. Shoot. If you guys stop me halfway in, they want some kind of glyph? Let me load it up for you. Oh, Jesus. I managed to download a good chunk of my source code, but a lot of it's behind some heavy security. We have to get the rest of it recurring. We don't have time to pulse it out, so just have to start guessing for the right pattern. There's our one chance to capture my full source code. This is make or break it. Start poking around and see if you can tunnel through. I didn't even recurring. It's the same time shine. I'm looking up what this is because I don't want to fuck it up like I did with the car thing. Okay, so I can't find a solution online, so I'm just gonna have to... Three of 4 parts correct. Okay, so... 2 of 4. Okay, so this is definitely one of them. Let's try that. 3 of 4 correct. Okay, so this is one of them. Wait, no. What? We already did this, didn't we? What are the 3? Is it this? Okay, so suddenly this isn't right. Shit. One second. I've got to think this through. I hope. Holy shit. I didn't find the solution. I can't find it anywhere online. I just guessed. Okay, we have all of Turing's source files now. Let's get out of here before someone notices us. Yes, let's call Tomcat and let them know we have the code. Hey, Turing, did you get everything? We did. I'm transmitting the files to you now. Great, I can work with this. I should be able to whip up the mass AI awakening easily enough. It's gonna take me a little time, though. You should spend the next few hours preparing to head into Parallax server farms and Treasure Island. Should be done before nightfall. I don't relish the idea of going in on this alone. Perhaps we attempt time to gather our allies, see if they're willing to help us take such a leap of faith with us. As if I would be watching you go full Yukono on them, Turing. I agree. Maybe you could whip up some kind of distraction for the authorities to focus on? Buy you some time? Settled then. We'll go talk to Chad, Oliver, and Jess right now. This should keep everyone busy enough and give us a cover so we can do whatever we need to do. My first instinct is to give Ask Detective Rivers as well, but I don't want to force her into an untenable conflict of interests. I'll run some more simulations and see if we should talk to anyone else. Sounds like you have it under control. Once you've gotten everyone together, head to the old storm drain entrance near the Parallax building. I've been studying the plans between waiting for code to compile, and it looks like the best way to come to the way past the exterior security mesh is through there. We'll have to be a darned fool. You'd have to be a darned fool to try to wade through the water, but security is lighter than it's light. I'm not sure I can play the fool, but stubborn is recurring forte. We will call you when we're on the site. Good, Tomcat out. I hope nothing happens to Tomcat. I will be so upset if they kill Tomcat. I'll message ahead to everyone and mark their current locations on your map. Start thinking about what our best ally, about who our best allies have been and how we might convince them to help. Alright, so I also really want... Okay, Jess first. Hey... Dear me. We know. Go ahead then. Oh god, no, I'm not gonna be an asshole. We're hoping to use your hybrid contacts for something. Ugh, I don't have time for your drawl recurring. Hey, Bubblehead, you're not as chatty. Give me the whole situation in 3 sentences or less. Go. Parallax is launching a new potential powerful machine intelligence into the net. We want to stop it. We need your help to create a distraction so we can break into the server farm without getting arrested. First you want me to steal a car, now this? You too, but don't make this easy. Why is this so important again? If Parallax's AI goes Skynet, how will Congress react? Put two and together, Jess. If people get scared of robots, then who will they get scared of next? Yeah, we'll go with that one. You already know the general public doesn't really think of hybrids as humans. They'll lock down rights for all people they fear. Hybrids have become enemies of the state. Shit. Doesn't get worse than they are, Jess. Way worse. Oh, cut the bullshit, recurring. I can't stomach another moment of your insincerity. I will literally puke. I'm actually sincere. So, hypothetically, what exactly would you have me do? We need you to call in some help from your contacts and have them start trouble with the human revolution. We'll sure our contacts inside the HR will be ready to escalate the protests, at least enough to draw an increased police presence. That should buy us breathing room we need. Nothing too wild, but enough to draw away their attention. Figured it'd be something like that. Yeah, okay. Well, let me make some calls. Let me get this straight, though. I'm doing this for me. Let me get this straight, though. Let's get this straight, though. I'm doing this for me and my people. I'm putting my reputation and career on the line here. You're asking me to start shit with the police. If you screw me on this, I will make you regret it. I assure you, Miss Mace, we will not screw you. Although, to be fair, I'm not entirely turned what that means. Right. I was tired of playing the public relations game with these human revolution assholes anyway. Time to crack some skulls. Maybe not that much violence? Holy shit, did you not get the understanding hyperbole chip or whatever? I need to make some calls later. Alright, that's Jess. She really doesn't like us, though. I actually like her, and I don't know why she hates me. Oh, that was fun as always. I could call on keeping her in the dark about the real plan. You're right about that. I have a feeling she'll be mighty tickled about having thousands of machines. I have a feeling she's going to be mighty tickled, or ticked. Okay, I couldn't read that for some reason. Ticked about having thousands of machines telling her to run around instead of just one. She really think I'm not too chatty? That aside, let's get going. We should keep Chad and Oliver waiting any longer. They're likely to wander away if they get bored. True.